Hey plant fam, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jacqueline. This is my jungle, and today, I'm sorry if you can hear all these birds and stuff outside the window, but also not sorry because I think it sounds nice. But yeah, camera's over here. I haven't filmed in a while. I apologize. I figured today we might try to do something a little bit different. So I've never done like a plant care, like my daily routine with you guys. So obviously I'm not watering my plants daily. I'm not going crazy every single day. I have days of the week where I will spend an hour or two actually like watering and doing lots of different things. But I do that kind of sporadically, just as I see that my plants need water. I do try to keep certain ones on a schedule, like I water all my Hoya around the same time and my pothos around the same time and things like that. But otherwise, I kind of just go with it. So we might find some that need to be watered, but really my main focus today is I've been having a little bit of a mealybug problem on, I'm sorry for this bright light back here if that's annoying. I also have very minimal makeup on and it's like kind of weird for me, but we'll talk about that at some point maybe. Anyway, my bird of paradise has had a lot of problems, and I was hoping maybe you guys could help me figure out exactly what's going on with that. My Hoya has had a mealybug issue. It's really strange, honestly. It hasn't spread to any other plants, even though I'm obsessively checking them. I think that there might be some spider mites in here somewhere too, but I don't know. So what I am going to do though is at the very least show you guys how I treat mealybugs and just bugs in general. And yeah, so let's take a look at my plants. Basically what I do is I kind of just go through and inspect them and see if anything funky is going on. Usually it's just a lot of cat hair. So minimal makeup today for a reason. I wanted to show you guys my actual skin because if you're not following me on Instagram, I posted something recently that was not plant related, and it was difficult for me to post. I didn't want people to take it the wrong way, and I don't know. I didn't, like, it made me uncomfortable to even share it. So, but the response was so positive that you guys actually, like, made me feel even more comfortable being more vulnerable and showing more of myself and my personal life and the things that I struggle with mentally and physically. So yeah, my skin is one of them. I've been struggling with adult acne for almost 3 years now. And I never, ever, ever want to film without foundation on. Granted, right now I have a little bit of a tan. It's summertime and, you know, it tends to be a little bit better this time of year. Kind of goes through like waves and periods of time where it gets good and then bad again, but it never gets as bad as it used to be. So yeah, if anybody else out there struggling with adult acne, you're not alone. I just thought that I would share that. And if you guys are ever interested in my skincare routine and the things that I've done to treat my acne, prevent my acne naturally, mind you, without medication or any harsh topical medicated creams, and also prevent scarring, because that's like one of the biggest things that I stress about is like pitted scars. But yeah, anyway, it's not what we're here for. So yeah, if you're interested in that, drop me a comment below, and like I'm more than happy to start branching out into some of the other things that I enjoy doing aside from plants. And I love, 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 love skincare, all natural, good stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna turn you guys around. My hand is like starting to shake. Ooh, my arm. We're gonna start with just kind of going over some of my plants and inspecting them and seeing what they need. And then we'll deal with the mealybugs. Okay, so I apologize for this being backlit. It's pretty early in the morning still. It's like 9 o'clock almost, and this is my southeast facing Hoya window. So it's getting some morning sun right now. I've been obsessively checking all of my Hoya for, you know, new growth and pests because my crimson queen, my queen, whom I love, she's been having a bit of an issue for like a month or two now with mealybugs. So I'm just monitoring that she's not spreading them. They move really slow, so it hasn't been a problem. This is my Curtisii blowing up with new growth. I hope that you can see it well. Be able to see it better over here. But she's been good. She's been happy. I haven't seen any bugs on her. She doesn't need to be watered. I do, you know, the little taco test. But this one I've noticed doesn't actually need to be watered quite as often as the carnosas. So there's that. I think that the leaves are just like thicker. And we have my princess. She's blowing up with new growth too, that I'm constantly checking for bugs because it seems like for some reason the mealies really enjoy the new growth. I don't know if it's because of like the sap that comes out of Hoyas, because sometimes the new growth feels kind of like sticky. I don't know, like it's weird. I honestly, I don't know. I do have a new one here. I was gonna wait to show you, but since we're here, I guess I can give you a little peek of the newest Hoya, my Hoya Chelsea. She's adorable and I love her. This is my Hindu rope, and then literally it just catches freaking cat hair. Anyway, this one, it's safe to say I obsessively check for bugs because, I mean, look at all of the different places they can hide. I just want you to grow. Grow, girl, grow. I want her to be long and luscious one day. So then our problem plant is this babe here. I don't know if you can tell because it's so backlit, but all of these little white spots here are mealies. So I did just treat it a couple of days ago, and we're gonna have to take it down and treat it again together. So I've got my string of hearts here too. If you notice, these are 2 new string of hearts. I don't have the original anymore. I did move some of the original vines that survived into these containers, but this one is a lot happier than my original and growing. Lots of new growth. But I thought that I saw some webbing in this one in the back. Not that you can see. But I check the leaves. I really do. You weren't supposed to see my pickle cactus yet either, but this is Rick. Hold on. This is Rick. Okay, now that we're done with that fooling around. I also check my Hoya over here daily, obsessively, because I kind of have all these little like baby starter Hoyas going on here. My linearis has teeny tiny little baby fuzzy new growth. Nobody ever told me this plant was fuzzy. Just saying. My pubicalix has a new leaf that came in recently, and cat hair. This one I actually think needs to be watered. It's getting a little bendy, a little wrinkly. So she might need a drink soon. And my macrophylla, how are you supposed to say that? Anyway, I had to trim one of her tendrils. It got woody, and it looks like this one is kind of doing the same thing, so I'll probably cut it to about here. It's so sad, But I guess when I repotted her, she just, I don't know, had a bit of an adjustment period. I forget what this is called. I bought it for the planter, but this little thing coming out. So yeah, all the plants over here look good. This needs an extension. Yeah, doesn't look like anything crazy's going on. I just recently watered this one, and look at how crazy long it is. I love this neon pothos more than you can possibly understand. All right, this isn't supposed to be a plant tour, but ignore my mess behind this monstera because she's putting out lots of new growth for me too. I check her daily. I clean her leaves constantly. She doesn't look so bad. Her leaves kind of are a little dusty though. Maybe we'll clean those. Over here, I turned my grow lights off, so hopefully it's not too bright, but I like to check my Brazil because I did find a couple of bugs. She seems to be doing fine. I haven't seen anything. There was like one vine that had a section where they tend to kind of like sit at the little junctures where the leaf meets the stem, or where the petiole, whatever this is called, meets the stem. I like to check my Taneki because I feel like these leaves tend to be prone to mealybugs too. I check the back. I don't see anything. Usually I'll turn my flashlight on my phone. I was watching a video, I think it was Adam over at Not Dude, who said to use kind of like a cell phone light or something and look at this part of the leaf here for bugs, for spider mites or like webbing. And I've been doing that and I haven't been seeing anything. So also, this is my tetrasperma growing out of control. Do you see it? One of them anyway. This is my original. She's kind of running out of space here. My string of bananas seems to be all right. It's getting sparse up here, but I don't really know what else to do. It's getting more top-down light here in this southwest facing window, but I don't know if it's getting enough. All I know is it's insanely long. If you can see, it comes all the way down to here. My Micans is growing. Haven't seen any bugs on her. My ZZ has been good. I just recently cleaned the leaves, so they still look pretty happy. No new growth coming out. But then things start to get a little bit not so great as we get down here. So I'm gonna pull this one out and give you guys a better view because I need to pull it out and check it more thoroughly for bugs. So now that we're done with that mini, it's not meant to be a tour. I was just kind of trying to go through and show you guys how I look at my plants daily. I think the plan here is treat the mealies, let those sit and be isolated for the rest of the day at least, and maybe come back and clean some leaves and things like that. But otherwise, I'm gonna love you and leave you and show you how I mix my neem oil spray. I'm kind of lazy about things, so you know, it's really easy. I'll show you. Alright, so I think, or I hope that you can hear me. I'm in the bathroom, so I don't have my microphone because I feel like it would be too loud. I wanted to show you really quickly how I make my neem oil spray. So in here I just have room temperature, I guess like lukewarm, whatever you want to call it, water, a tiny bit of dish soap I put in here. You can use any dish soap really, as long as it's, I don't know, I'm pretty lazy. I just use whatever dish soap I have. I usually don't have anything that's not like natural anyway, so it's fine. And yeah, the soap is really just to help emulsify, because what we're gonna add in there is my neem oil. So this probably looks different than the neem oil that you're used to seeing people buy, because it's like in a little dropper and whatever, but that's because I actually use this in like skincare and other oiled ones that I make for bug bites, rashes, cuts, scrapes. It's a really good antimicrobial, so, and it's natural. I know it smells terrible, but when you mix it with other oils, it doesn't smell like gasoline anymore. I don't need a lot of it either, so I don't really measure. I look crazy in here. I know it's really bad lighting. I don't care. So, yeah, I'm just gonna. It's hard to do when you don't have like. I don't have like a good filming setup in here, like in my apartment. Period. So, I do what I can. I'm gonna add one more. I don't want to add too much. Tap water here in New York is pretty clean, so I don't really stress what type of water I use when I do things like this. But if you're somewhere where your water, you know, isn't necessarily as clean or has a lot of minerals and things in it, then you might want to use like distilled water or filtered water or something like that, depending on what plants you're spraying. For Hoya, I don't think that it should matter. Bird of Paradise, I have no idea, to be completely honest with you. When I brought this plant into my space, I was really genuinely hoping that it would survive. And I don't know if it's loving me, so I'm like kind of sad about it. But I'm gonna try to get you guys at a better angle where you can like actually see the way I go about this and show you the bugs. I kind of like killing mealybugs. I just wish that they would stop coming back. That would be good. Okay, so I've turned my flash on so that you and I can get a better look at what's going on here. So I do have a little peduncle. So I didn't know what to do with the peduncles after this plant bloomed, right? I was like, all right, so I guess I'll just leave them. And they keep blooming from the same peduncle. So you learn new things every day, I guess. Where was that vine? I'm not sure if this was a false alarm. No, there are, in fact, mealybugs. So you see these white spots that look like they could be aerial roots if you don't take a closer look. So I don't have any Q-tips right now. I've been kind of just going in with a little piece of tissue paper, not tissue paper, but like tissue or toilet paper, and trying to gently wipe them off, and then I'll go in and treat it. So we're gonna keep inspecting here. I don't know why, please someone tell me why it seems to happen more on new growth. So we've got some new growth here, and then we've got a mealybug right there, like I expected. It's important to check behind the leaves. Oh, I just squished something. That's lovely. And at these little like junctures right here, they like to hide. But I did a pretty good job cleaning those out the last time. I see more in here. Lovely. Just lovely. So this one has keep coming in its new growth with mealybugs. That's not a bug, but I have to keep cutting it. This is the new growth that I noticed it coming out on. It came in not so great, this new growth. So, yep, there's one. See it? Focus. Right there. So, like I said, I treated this, I don't know, like 3 days ago maybe, 2-3 days ago. And I want to get in there and check again today. So, it looks like there's still more work to do. I'm gonna like attempt to hold this and show you how I remove them. If I can get you close enough. Trying to make it work here, people. Okay, so these little white spots. Okay, and some of them just look like weirdly fuzzy, and they don't look like mealybugs. Are they like eggs? I'm confused. This is a lot harder to do with a camera than without Q-tips. I really need to go get some Q-tips. Because normally I would dip the Q-tips in some sort of like alcohol solution. But yeah, this is how I try to get in there and actually remove them so that they don't just like fall back into the plant. Don't know what that was, but it was kind of gross. Not gonna lie. The rest of this looks okay. Don't see any. They like to hide in here. So it's really important to check all of the areas of the plant. I'm just gonna keep going through and checking the same way that I've been doing now. Wiping away anything that looks weird. I think that killing mealybugs is super satisfying, but it's also super annoying to have to keep doing it, so. Die mealy. Normally I'm a lot more careful about it than this, but it's really hard to hold the camera and do it at the same time. So now I'm literally just gonna take my spray, shake it up, and I'm gonna get in there in all of the areas that I noticed the bugs. So I'm gonna hit all the new growth. I'm gonna put it on all of the leaves, even though they all didn't have mealies. There weren't too many, so normally I like to rinse the plant first to kind of like blast off any mealies that I might have missed or any bugs that you might have missed. And I've been spraying the peduncle and it's not dying, so I don't know, because there was mealybugs on it. So I can't win. This thing keeps blooming. I had to remove an entire peduncle just because it was like totally infested and it wasn't even worth it. So I don't know. I don't know if there's like a correlation, but I found mealies right here, so I'm gonna make sure that I really get these leaves and the backs of them, which is hard to do with one hand. But I'm trying to give you guys a better view of what I'm doing. Keep shaking it, because even though I did put some soap in there to help blend the oil and the water together, because if I didn't mention that, the soap works as an emulsifier and it also helps suffocate the bugs. So I like to keep giving it a shake just to make sure everything's mixed up. And yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna spray it down. I'm gonna give it a little while. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna spray it down again. I'm gonna let these sit because like I said, the neem oil and the soap will help suffocate and kill the bugs. So it's good to just let it sit on there, which is why I don't like to mix it too strong, because I've noticed that if you put too much neem oil, it's hard to get it off. It's hard to wash it off the plants after. So I do a little bit more of a diluted version. I made it stronger this time than I did the other day because obviously it was effective, but there were still some stragglers. That is that. We'll come back in a little bit when I rinse them, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so these have been sitting in here for a while now, a little over an hour. So I'm going to turn the shower on. Alright, you guys, so that is it for this video. I need to go work out and wash my hair and all the other things that I need to get done today while those sit, and I hope that you enjoyed this. It's a little bit all over the place, which is kind of appropriate because I feel a little bit all over the place lately, so I hope it was helpful or at least entertaining a little bit. I don't know. I like killing bugs. I don't want to have bugs, but I like killing them, so the bad ones. I don't kill bugs when they're out in nature. I just want to make that clear. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. I'm trying to be more frequent and more consistent with my uploads again. Like I said, things have been weird, but I miss you guys, and hopefully we can do lots of fun things together in the future. So I hope to see you in the next one, which will be more plant shopping.